So now, to solve the perimeter of the triangle, we need to do 7 and then 2. Diba, remember yung 2 kilometers? That is the, the measure of this one, the short leg. And then the long base is 7 kilometers. Now, all you need to do is to do this. 7 kilometers minus 2 kilometers. So that you can get 5 kilometers. And play Pythagorean theorem. Then we have 5 kilometers, 5 squared plus 12 squared equals 13 squared. Kung gagawin namin tayo dito yung formula, 5 squared, 12 squared, diba 5 squared, 25, 12 squared, 144, equals 169. The square root of 169 is deliberately 13. So therefore, ito yung measure namin, yung long leg. 13 kilometers. Now, to solve for the perimeter. To solve for the perimeter, madali lang yan. 13 plus 2, 15. 12 plus 7, 19. So altogether, that makes 34 kilometers. Kung sa tingin mo dito, ito yung sagot. 34 kilometers. Now, to solve for the area, add the two lengths together, the two bases together, which is 2 and 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 times 12 is 108. Divide by 2, so you should get 54 square kilometers. So, yun po yung area ng trapezoid. Okay? Now, for a certain catch, let's try this one. What about slot number 13 naman? Kasi po sa slot number 13, it's a heptagon. So, we're asked to solve for the angles. However, do you know, I forgot to mention, pwede ka mag-chain reaction ka dito sa angles. Ito yun, oh. Look, oh, we have 3 right angles, 2 270-degree angles, and then we have 123-degree angle, and then what's this one? Okay? We do not know what the other measures are, okay? So, yun po. Okay? But first, let's identify the shape. Anong klaseng shape to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, 7 sides. So, when it's 7 sides, it's a heptagon. So, ganito yung formula. 900, di ba? 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 times 180 is 900. So, 900 plus everything. So, 90 plus 90 plus 90, 270. 270, 540. Plus another 270, 810. Then, 810 plus 23 becomes 833. Now, all we need to do is 900 minus 833. You can play the game of giving the change mentally. So, therefore, this becomes pattern 60, tama ba? 67. So, the remnant angle should measure 67 degrees. 67 degrees to. Kung check namin with the protractor, it's 67 degrees. Now, here's the chain reaction. This is a right angle. So, when we form the right angle, we need to get the measure of this angle here. However, there's a hitch. Since we got 67 degrees here, ano yung measure ng angle dito? Eh di 23 degrees. Diba? And we have this triangle, diba? This is the triangle that we got. For slot number 15, yung triangle na to. 27 degrees and 22 degrees. So, ano yung measure nito? Yung itong angle na to. Eh di 27 plus 23 equals 50 degrees. Tama? And then, subtract from 180, eh di 130 degrees. Yung chain reaction. Next, kung sa tingin mo dito naman, 50 degrees, di ba? 130 degrees. So, apply the supplementary angle formula. This becomes 50 degrees. So, 50 degrees dito. Tapos dito ay 90 degrees. Per ano yung measure sa third angle nito? 90 plus 50 is 140. 180 minus 140, di 40 degrees. 40 degrees is sagot dito. Now, here's another catch. The problem there is when we get to the succeeding triangles, because of this angle, we do not know what the measure of the next angle is. However, and this one, because in this triangle, ito yun. Okay? This is the triangle that you have. We have only 40 degrees. Pero, we have this. Ito yun, di ba? Yung trapezoid. So, 50 degrees, and then, remember this, since this is an isosceles trapezoid, we can take 50 degrees, and this is also 50 degrees, tama? Since you see two equal marks. So, 50 degrees to. And then, we have these two. Two angles that are congruent. So, what's the formula? Since it's a quadrilateral, it should be 360 degrees. Now, 360 degrees minus the 250s. Tama? 50 plus 50 is 100. Then, 360 minus 100 is 260. Then, 260 divided by 2, edi 130 yung sagot. So, therefore, this angle should measure, this one should measure, these two angles should measure 130 degrees. Be right back. Okay. To see what I mean with the chain reaction, ito po yun. Di ba remember kung sa tingin mo dito, this is the right angle. So dito we should get 23 degrees. Did we get 23? O yun, 23 degrees. So halos chain reaction na yan. If you were to flip the paper so we can get 67 degrees to ensure that, let's see. Lapit na maging 67. Now for this one, we need to get we need to get the obtuse angle of 130 degrees. Did we? Yes, we got. And then dito, applying supplementary angles, ito yun. 50 degrees. Then this one, we should get 40 degrees. 40 degrees ang kukunin namin dito. Yan, 40 degrees, okay? So yun po yung formula. Yun po yung technique. Okay? By the way, staying up with this trapezoid, let's do the perimeter and area muna before we do anything else. Okay? Here are the measures. This is 2 centimeters, diba? 2 centimeters ito. This one, this line here measures 6 centimeters. And then this entire thing here, this measures 10 centimeters. To solve for the perimeter, mas madali lang to. Since there are two sides that are congruent, you can just group that. To check with your ruler, let's see if it makes sense. 10 ba to? Yes, it is. It's 10. 2 ba to? Is it 2 centimeters? Yan, 2 centimeters. Tapos 6 centimeters on either side. One side. And the other side. Yes, 6 centimeters. Now, let's play the perimeter. 2 plus 6. Or you can just group the two 6's together. So, that becomes 12. 12 plus 10 is 22. And the perimeter should be 24 cm. Okay? Now, what about for the area? Since this is an isosceles trapezoid, madali lang talaga mag-solve ng area. Diba? You can also, but first, we need to get the height. Remember, the area of the trapezoid is always add the two bases together, but you need to get the height. Your 6 centimeters is not the height. So you need to find the height through playing the game of Pythagorean theorem yet once again. So when we play Pythagorean theorem, we are dividing the shapes into these parts. Okay, so ganito ba yung mangyayari? You see these rectangles here? So dapat you should have this, okay? Now, we can play Pythagorean theorem. So, what's the height? First, let's get the measure of the bases first so that we can play Pythagorean theorem on each triangle. However, you don't need to play Pythagorean theorem on both triangles here like what we did with this one because they are congruent. So, therefore, ang gagawin namin ay 6 cm and then for the base, we know that this is 10 cm, di ba? The top part is 2 centimeters. So, 2 centimeters, which is the rectangle, which is this one, this becomes 10 minus 2. To give you 8. Then, di ba remember 8 centimeters is this one. Pero there are two that are identical. So, we need to divide both sides by 2. And we should get 4 centimeters here on this side and 4 centimeters on this side. Kung inadapt namin with the use of a ruler, we should get something like this. So, tama. From this end to the first height, that's 40 cm. And then here, we should get 60 cm. So, 20 cm to. And then 40 cm dito. So, tama. They are congruent. So, now let's play Pythagorean theorem. 6 cm and 4 cm. Here's how we did it, okay? To check with Microsoft Excel, ganito yung ginawa ko. So, this is our formula for angles. Okay? And then this one, perimeter, we should get 240 millimeters. Ayun pala, that's cm, di ba? O nga pala, we have to convert that to millimeters pala. I'm sorry. So if you were to convert that to millimeters, ganito yun. Diba, remember, the area should be, the perimeter should be, what you call this in, ano yun, millimeters. So you will have to add a 0. Because diba, remember, this becomes 60 mm, this becomes 20 mm, 60 mm, and 100 mm. So tama, that's 240 mm. Yan namin si 0. Yan. Okay? Now, to solve for the area of this one, tandaan mo ha, you can do it in two ways. Kung gusto mo what your goal is centimeters yun, you can convert that to area when you're done. Okay? So yun po. So let's play the game of Pythagorean theorem. So 4 squared is ito yun, yung leg. And then 6 squared, 6 is the hypotenuse. So 4 squared, 8 squared, 6 squared. This becomes, ano yun? 16, di ba? 8 squared, 36. Tama. Subtract both sides by 36. 8 squared is equivalent to 20. Square root of 20, that becomes square root of 5 times square root of 4. Square root of 4 becomes 2 times square root of 5. 2 times square root of 5, we do not know how to do it. Gagawin to sa Excel. Wait lang ha. 2 times square root of 5. Yan, we should get 4.72 something. Okay? So, the measure of the height is 4.47. Okay? So ganito yung formula namin. We did something like this. 4.72. Okay? So, yun. Now, let's solve for the area. 4.47. Or which we call 4.4. Now, to do this. 10. Remember, we have the base. Add the two bases. So, 10 plus 2, 12. 12 times 4.72. Ito yun, di ba? Yes, so summation of the two bases times the height, di ba? Teka, bakit mali ito? Ayan, di ba remember ito yun, di ba? We need to do this. 12, tama ba? 12 plus 12, di ba remember? 2 plus 10 pala, di ba remember 12, 2 plus 10 equals 12. Tapos, ang gagawin namin, click this cell if you want to multiply with the other one. Then we should get 53.60 something. Then this one, divide by 2. So that you can get 26 point something. 26.83.82. Okay? Pero we want the answer, that's in square centimeters. If you want it in millimeters, i-multiply namin by 100. So therefore, click on this cell. Tapos i-multiply namin by 100. At yun, you should get 2,683.282 square millimeters, which you also get here. Yun lang. And that's it. That's how you solve for the perimeter and area of this trapezoid. Thank you, guys.